Look at that. Pizza delivery by drone. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Daniel here. I want to thank you guys because this week my channel got 3,000 subscribers. 3,000, so thank you so much. So I want to take this opportunity to talk about my channel briefly and what will be, in my opinion, the 4 technologies that will shape or change the world in the next 20 years. So the first one is self-driving cars, which I will talk briefly in a few seconds. The second one, robots. Third one, 3D printing. And the fourth, the last but not the least, like we say in English, drones. So let's talk about self-driving cars first, which is interesting because that's not something I cover on my channel. Unfortunately, I would love to have a Tesla Model S or even the cheaper model, Model 3. If I had one, or if I had access to one, which I don't, none of my family members have a Tesla or electric Golf or BMW, so I cannot really cover self-driving cars. But that will be technology that will change the world drastically in the next few years. A lot of people are thinking about self-driving cars as in having an app on the highway. I guess you could, but that's not the part that will change the world. It's really the idea of how you manage a car. Did you know, for example, that 95% of the time for a typical car, not a taxi driver, a typical car, the car is parked somewhere, either at your house or apartment or at work. That's 95% of the time. So you use the car for 5 or 10% a day. So just to give you an example, you want to go to a restaurant, you and your wife or girlfriend or husband or boyfriend, and you know that there is no parking in that area. So you take your car, you go there, you get to the restaurant, click, tap on the app, the car goes to find a parking by itself, or if the house is not too far away, it goes to home. And when you need the car after dinner, click on the app, the car comes in 10 or 15 minutes. Just amazing. And that will change the world. Now, the second item I have is robots. Now, robots, I think that's a bit obvious. And one thing I should say, I did not have on any of my 4 slides artificial intelligence or AI, simply because AI will be all over the place. You will have AI in self-driving cars, in robots, in 3D printing, and in drones. So I'm not going to talk about the AI. So robots. About 15 years ago, some of you may know, I had a Sony Aibo robot dog. Yeah, that was 15 years ago. It's hard to believe. It was very expensive. I made the mistake of selling it on eBay, the early days of eBay, because I needed money to upgrade my computer. Now, I regret that decision today. I wish I had my Sony Aibo to show you guys and do experiments with it, but I don't have it. Now, the closest thing to a fun robot in the past couple of years was Cosmo. And I have a Cosmo here, and I have also a Vector that came out just a few months ago. So I have both of them here. I say closest to Aibo's, the Aibo dog, because they're fun. You have a lot of games with Cosmo, and Vector is autonomous. You can go around on your desk. So I thought I would cover robots on my channel because I can. Like, from a financial point of view, I can't afford these robots, okay? There is no way I can buy something from Boston Dynamics. They're millions of dollars, but I can cover robots on my channel. So that's something that I'm going to obviously do forward, but I'll have to find something else. If Enki is not revived by the help of some investors, we'll have to see what comes up in the next few months or couple of years. The next item I have on my list is 3D printing. Oh, I almost forgot. Before I leave robots, Like I said on my channel a few times, and I say that with humor at the same time as I'm serious, I will be happy when I can buy a robot that can empty my dishwasher and wash my car. I know it sounds funny, and cut my grass and cook for me. It sounds funny, but in maybe not 10 years, maybe 15 years, a robot may become your third most expensive item in your life. First one will be a house or an apartment. Second one will be a car, but maybe not. Depending on self-driving cars, you may not need to own a car, but that's a different discussion. So second car maybe, and third will be a robot. You'll be able to buy a robot $10,000 for a Model A, $20,000 for Model B, maybe $50K for Model C, who will go shopping for you, like in the movie iRobots with Will Smith. So that's huge, and that will be a major change in our lifestyle when you can have a robot that can do tasks for you. Now on to 3D printing. You saw on my channel, if you follow my channel, that I recently got into 3D printing with my first 3D printer right here, my Ender 3. This is only $250 US dollars, guys. $250. So it is cheap if you want to get in the world of 3D printing, if you want to try it. But I said that in the next 20 years, this will change the world. And it will, because you'll be able to print basically anything that you need to replace at home. Even apparently the US Navy ships have 3D printers, so they can print a part as needed on a ship. What's cool about 3D printing, now you're going to say I'm crazy, but no. We are going closer to a food replicator as we see in Star Trek. You'll be able to have a printer in the fridge or attached to the fridge that will print food for you. You will just type in hamburger, I want tomatoes, I want lettuce, I want mustard, I want ketchup, I want white buns or brown buns. The printer will have the right food under the right physical shape, and will print for you a hamburger. That's coming, guys. That's coming. And well, actually, my idea about 3D printing, not in 10 years or 20 years from now, was to print accessories for Cosmo and Vector. And actually, I printed this castle for Vector. Also, I have the Greek house for Cosmo. I have a little house here for Vector. I printed these cool here marble machines that are very cool. Like this one here is bigger. It's the same but a bigger scale. So this is cool. You know, fun stuff that you can print with your 3D printer until you can print your food. My last item on my list is drones. And if I can get the sheet here, yeah, drones, right there. Of course, when you say drones, you think about, right away, you think about drone delivery, right? You buy a package on Amazon or whatever website, eBay, and you get your package in half an hour, right? So that's cool. But what about food delivery? Like these days, in my hometown, on a busy night, if there is hockey or basketball or football that night, it takes an hour to get my pizza. By drone, maybe it will take 15 minutes, who knows. But look at this. I kept this magazine, Popular Science. The date is August 2014. Okay, that's almost exactly 5 years ago. Look at the cover. Look at that. Pizza delivery by drone. And I tell my family and my friends, I want to be the first person in my city to order a pizza by drone. I mean, I'm just waiting for this to happen. So, oh, and one thing I should see when you watch the Olympics, a lot of the footage now is done with drones. When you see those guys getting or women going downhill, there is no cables here to have a drone follow the skiers. It's all done by drone now. So and the cinema industry uses drone also like crazy now. We could see that in Game of Thrones, for example. So guys, these are the three things I'd like to cover. Like I said, self-driving cars, but they're too expensive. I don't have one. So it's going to be robots going forward, 3D printers, and drones. And also, once in a while, I will print. I'm not going to print a Lego set. I was going to say, I'm going to do a video on a Lego set. I have one here. This is the last one I did, the crane. So when there is a special set like this one, 4,000 pieces, I'm going to buy it, and because it is so fun, I usually put a video on my channel. The same with smart home products, smart plugs, smart switches, Wi-Fi cameras. I have a lot in my house. So sometimes I do cover these items because these are tech products. But let me know, guys, this is my final point. People say that you should have a niche. Excuse me. People say you should have a niche on your channel. You have channels that do only drones, that do only 3D printing, that do only robots or only space. I cannot really do that because I know myself that if I do robots only, after 6 months, I'll get bored. The same with 3D printing. I'll be missing my drones. So in the summer, I don't have much time to design because it's nice outside. We have a very short summer in Canada. As a joke, we say we have 2 seasons. We have winter and July. That's almost the truth. So in the winter, I have more time. So I'm going to do more 3D printing stuff in the winter. I cannot fly drones. It's too cold in the summer. And now we're in the spring. I'm going to fly my drones more often, and I'll have nice drone footage on my channel. Actually, I'm in the process now of buying a new drone, probably a high-end DJI drone to replace my my Parrot Beep Up 2 Power. So in a nutshell, this is what's going to happen in the next few months. But I'd like to have your comments, your ideas as to what maybe I should do, or what I should cover more, what I should cover maybe less. So let me know, guys, what you think. And in closing, thank you again. 3,000 subs this week. This is very, very nice. I'm very happy. So thank you guys for your support, and have a great day. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.